In this video, I want to give you the final tour of the forms that I built for my Calhoun 42 by 80 foot structure. In a few days, there's going to be concrete trucks here. You're going to see those in action. But I've added a few things to the forms since my last video, and I just want to give you a tour. Before I go on, you might hear some chainsawing in the background. A neighbor of mine cutting some firewood. Shouldn't be too loud. So let's go and take a look. Last time you were here, I didn't have the inside wall constructed, but it's all in place now. And as you can see, there's that fast foot tarp which will contain the concrete. I chose this because the rock is pretty flat as bedrock goes, but it still undulates. There's a slope to it, and this is just a whole lot easier than trying to fit fully solid forms to conform to that rock. Also, since you saw these forms before, I've added these braces, and the purpose of those is to add strength, but also to allow us the chance to make the wall really straight. It was pretty straight, and we ran a string along the side as our reference. We only had to tweak the forms in and out maybe 1/4 of an inch to get them to be perfectly straight. But right now, if you take a look, you put your eye along the side and take a look at that, you'll see that it is in fact very straight and strong. I didn't want to brace the inside of the forms. They need to be strong too, but that would have interfered with the concrete trucks that are going to back in here and fill up these forms. So what I did instead was every 5, 6, 7 feet installed some threaded rod right through everything. So now the strength that's delivered by these braces transmits to the inside of the form. So it's rock solid. Without that there, I'd easily be able to push that back and forth maybe as much as an inch. Even though the rebar into the rock is supporting it, there's no support on the top. So the rebar would bend, but this threaded rod solves that problem beautifully. It's going to work really well. I left the braces a lot longer than I needed to because I didn't want to cut up 10-foot 2x6s because I've got a use for them later. And let's see, one more thing. I want to be reusing all this form wood, so I want it to be clean. That is also one reason why I went with the fabric, because forms are going to be easier to strip. There's not going to be any concrete gunk on them. But just to make sure that we hit the target here and we don't spill over, I've made this portable chute out of wood. It's got a lip on the bottom that fits within the opening. The form is 9 inches wide. The distance between these flanges is 8.5, so there's lots of clearance. I've put it together with some very strong structural screws. They're 4 inches long, 1/4 of an inch in diameter. Nice and strong, and now we're going to dump our concrete in here. Big target, should be easy to hit. We'll keep these forms clean. And I guess that's just about it. I'm just giving things a final once over. If you've never built big forms before, you might not realize how much goes into this and how much is at stake when the trucks are here. We do not want a breakage. I don't think any of these forms are going to give us trouble. But this is a new situation to me. I've never used the fast foot stuff before, so we'll have to see how it holds up. But on concrete day, you'll be here and you'll see it all unfolding. Thanks for watching.